Hello, randomized tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play some more Final Fantasy I Rando with me, BlueAnkylo, and of course the live chat. Tonight's run is going to be another fairly standard Swiss-style flags. I'm not exactly going in tournament flags, but pretty close, with some extra random gear for the plus minuses on the swords and armor. And of course, we're showing off some more sprites tonight. And just to give you a quick overview without spending a whole ton of time, this is the flag set and the seed if you want to play along, technically. Just copy that seed and all these flags, just, you know, type all that in there and bam, you're good to go. But anyway, shops, magic levels, RNG, nothing, no item magic, no crazy randoms, weapons in the shops. I would say at this point, fairly normal enemy shuffles, including trap tiles, item shuffles, all the treasure, main NPCs, and fetch quests, but not the 3 objectives. Start with a ship, start with a bridge. Locations that are incentivized are all the normal NPCs, the fetch quests, Ice Cave, Ordeals, Titans, and Volcano, because everyone hates Marsh and Earth. And then we've incentivized all the key items, except the Canal, which is technically a loose incentive item, so although there's 2 missing, the Canal is number 3. And then we're only getting 3 special weapons guaranteed in an incentive location: a ribbon, a Thor's hammer, and a power gauntlet. Again, pretty close to Swiss flags. No crazy goals, no entrant shufflers, fairly standard open progression settings, not the extended open, but, you know, that's for another time. And, oh, by the way, I did put on required War Mech, so look forward to that. Difficulty scaling is a little bit on the random side. Up to 250% stats is relatively high, so you could clamp it and it'd be super hard. But without clamping, it could be as low as 40% HP, strength, attack, and all that. But, you know, it'll be interesting. And then the experience boost is pretty generous. 2 times plus 200 per kill and 5% extra per key item. And then the encounter rate's down a little bit. No forced party. Normal conveniences, normal bug fixes with the thief and lock fixes that are kind of new. We've got some procedural generation for a couple floors, that's no big deal. And, of course, my cool weapons and armor. And we are going Team Stake today with the palette swap. So if the enemies look weird, blame it on that. All that said, let's get into it. There we go. Alright. I'm really hoping that we get a floater before having to play through 99% of the game. Okay, so for today's party, I will be taking names, of course, from chat, as you know. Oh, hello there, Hero-san, as well. Long-time viewer, first-time live viewer. So, new game. Oh, I should change the background color to be a little bit more fair for the Sprites showcase. Alright. Oh, boy, those are small. Those are really small. We're going to bring a fighter, and just because it's his first time, we're going to bring a hero. Bam, you're the fighter. A very small fighter. We're also going to bring a thief. The thief can be, we'll go cryptic for this one. Maybe I'll remember if I spell it with a T here. Cryptic. And then we're going to just go... we're going to go relatively standard. White mage, black mage. Fighter, thief, white mage, black mage. Seems to be pretty reliable these days. We're going to bring Jax. Got some new names in chat tonight. Very nice. Got to give the newbies a chance. Let's see if I can find one more new name for black mage. Who else have we got? Don't think I've seen Ethan in here before. We'll go with Ethan. Alright, so there's your party. Fighter, thief, white mage, black mage. Pretty standard. With the thief fixes, the thieves are a lot better than they used to be. And white-black gives us all magic. You know, it might not be the strongest party comp, but it's also fairly easy. Alright, let's get going. Let's get to work. Oops, I went the wrong way. Dang it, I pressed the wrong... Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Alright, hold on. Who was the white mage? Hero, Crypt, Jax, I think, was next. Pressed the one wrong button. Good start, Blue, good start. And Ethan is the last... Oh, but not a fighter. Oh, come on. You know, it's an old game, right? It's easy to click the wrong button. Alright, with that, we begin. Fighter, Thief, White Mage, Black Mage. Everyone's ready to go. Start your timers. And let's... Boy, these are some small Final Fantasy V sprites. Boy, they're pretty tiny, aren't they? It's interesting. So, the joke today, we've done a... No, we gotta... They didn't take the Black Mage after all that? How did I still not get it? I will do it. Sorry, we're just restarting again. I don't know why I keep not selecting the right one. I picked the black belt? Ugh. We're off to a great start. Hero. Uh-oh. Who else did I bring? Cryptic, right? Can't change things now. No, I'm with a T. White Mage, Jax. And we're definitely only one X. You don't need two X. You're not strong enough for two X's. Black Mage. Ugh. This is what happens when they're so small. You can barely tell. We've got some dwarves. No, they're just very tiny humans. Ethan. Alright. We're just wasted the first minute. It's a good thing we're a true speedrunner. Alright. Fighter, Thief, White Mage, Black Mage. I'm gonna start the timer over again. Alright. Alright, for real this time. Let's go. So yes, we're playing with small characters because they're the Final Fantasy V mini sprites, and I figured that would be fun. They're also pretty easy to do. We start with... Oops. We start with Ice 2, which is a pretty good starting spell. Confuse, Blind, and Hold are all pretty crappy. And then for White Magic, we've got Life Tube in a spot that the fighter will learn. That's great. More importantly, we have Lamp. I mean, Harm 3 is pretty good too. And, heck, Fog 2 is pretty good as well. We'll spend all of our money on magic. Now, there could be some cool weapons. So, because we've got the rando weapons, a Cat Claw -3, Iron Hammer -4. The Silver Hammer +5 is going to be very strong, though. White Mage actually has some good damage potential, and the fighter can use that as well. The Thief, of course, cannot use hardly anything. So, nothing super good. Armor-wise, we got some rusty steel armor, some rotten wood armor, some holy gloves, and the best is probably the silver helmet that's passable. Not very good. Not very good. Final Fantasy VII sprites next. We'll see. The next one would be Final Fantasy VI, but the problem with Final Fantasy VI is there aren't any map sprites in the same style as Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 4 and 5 had very easy to import map sprites as well as battle sprites. Although Final Fantasy VI shares the same layout for battle sprites, it does not share the same size for map sprites, so I would have to make them from scratch. And I'm really no pixel artist. I can import them a little bit and make them work. That's a grody ghoul. So for now, I'm going to focus on Final Fantasy 4 and 5 sprites because they're kind of easier to move over. And then after that, ooh, a light +2 axe. That is great. No buying weapons. We've got a good, strong weapon right now. So the light axe is typically an axe you don't find until pretty late in the game in the Sea Shrine. And usually by the time you get it, you've already got like an ice sword or maybe even the defense probably by then. So it's kind of not very good. But it does cast Harm 2, which I could have used right now, which would have been pretty good. And it actually has a surprisingly high attack value. And you can use it unpromoted. So it's great in a randomizer, especially with a +2. So we're going to have to just beat up Garland at level 1. With no armor. Oh, I forgot to turn the game sounds on, didn't I? We'll get that fixed in just a second. There they are. Ooh, hero with 160 damage crit on Garland. Takes him down. No problem at all at level 1. Alright. Have some Oxyale. I guess I should update my tracker a little bit. Oxyale and a rod. Plus those... Oxyale, not really what I want. Rod, really not what I wanted either. That covers Garland and all that. Alright, let's go. Now, with the rest of our money, let's see. We're going to go to Provoke It next. We don't need to buy anything while we're here, but we should at least save. Well, I say that. We're going to want to buy some heal potions and more tents and stuff pretty soon, but we can do the Provoke It trip first. Not 1,600, just 160. 160 is still pretty good for level 1, though. Alright, let's go kill some pirates, and then we'll check the shops. I just want a little bit more money. We're a little bit low on money for level 2 magic. We'll fog it up again and ice it up. So I'm doing Fog 2 specifically to give us about 12 absorb, which should make them do very low damage. They would be doing probably 12 more damage, or 10 more damage, whatever the exact number is, if we hadn't fogged up. They're very snazzy pirates. So in case you're wondering how I pick the colors for my mini sprites, that's also pretty much garbage. Not a good starting set of key items. But I used the Final Fantasy V main 5 characters that I used for a buckler plus... Oh, here's all the good armor. Alright, well, at least we get that. Iron armor plus 5 is really good. That's basically flame armor style. So, don't complain about that. But yeah, I took in my Final Fantasy V sprite showcase, which is going to be using the jobs and characters at full size normally from Final Fantasy V. I took the same classes, but used their mini versions from the FF5. So the top slot, a fighter, is Ferris with purple hair. Bart's is brown hair, which is why he's the thief. That's pretty bad white magic at level 2. I believe Kara or Kryle was the black mage, so she's got the blonde hair at the bottom. And Lena was the white mage with pink hair. So that's where they all sort of came from for their color combos. Well, at least we get another sweeper. We'll pick up Locke for later. Bane, you know, some people love Bane. I don't usually like it very much. Not a lot of great early game spells. Ooh, a silver sword plus 5. That's good. Is that as good as a light axe plus 2? I think they're going to be pretty similar, actually. The Silver Sword plus 5 is like it's the best purchasable weapon. 100% of the time. But we found a pretty good treasure already. So I think what we're going to do... Stop by Matoya's, head on to Dwarves, and then down to Elfland. It looks like we're probably going to have to go to Marsh to get a loose canoe at this point. Unless... Basically, the 2 chests in... well, we've got 5 chests. We've got 3 at Matoya's and 2 at Dwarfs. If one of those 5 has a canoe, we can skip Marsh. A canoe or a canal. That's basically it. Or a key item that gets us there. Hero with 94 damage to a shark. Ooh, these are tanky sharks. Over 200 HP. Also, they are stone sharks. That's less good. So let's not fight so many sharks, let's say. Everyone loves Marsh. No one loves Marsh. Red snakes are unrunnable. That's also not great. Should die to ice, but we'll see. These snakes are not very red, to be honest. They're a little bit camouflaged. No one Marsh Simpson. Alright, so hopefully there's something good here. Well, there's your canal, so we can get out now. We don't have to go to Marsh. Ooh, ice armor. Well, I'm really glad I bought 34, 43... Yeah, see? the iron armor plus 5 is almost as good as the ice armor. 46. The only difference is the ice armor weighs less. That's pretty funny. Well, we're definitely going to take that out. So, let's see. Now we have the canal. We would like to get a little bit of money to buy some level 3 magic before we leave, though. So we're going to go pick up some save items, go to Dwarf Cave, hopefully get some money, go down to Elfland, and then probably take a trip over to Crescent Lake for the free sage item. Wow. You know what? I'm tired of this already. That's a lot of imps and grumps. The Masamune. We've actually got a song about it. I don't know what this is about. Is it from, this could be from, Chrono Trigger or something. Yeah. No, not. This is very Final Fantasy sounding. There's a lot of music going on in the background. Alright, so before we travel to Dwarf, buy some more items. Tents are actually a rip-off. Cabins are cheaper. So we're going to buy a few cabins, a fair number of heal potions, and let's say a 10-pack of pures. We'll need to buy some softs, but they're pretty expensive. So many evolutions, yeah. Early on Twitch, people will be getting points really quickly and getting through the... Oh! Alright, well, what I just did there was dumb. I hit the reset key, like, just... like, a second too early. The encounter rate has been kind of brutal. I should find out the power cycle, and then every mad pony is an ambush. There's going to be a long run, I promise. After all those encounters, there's going to be a nice long stretch with no encounters. It's coming. But okay, that hurt. That one hurt a little bit. Just make sure you save before you hit the reset key. There's an oddler over there. I guess I should still take some of these out. We do need money. Or we'll just always run away. That's fine. That hurt, yeah. Hurt me. Right in my bones. When cabins are cheaper than tents, yeah. It's a good day. We could also consider selling the ice armor. You know, we're gonna wait till after Dwarf. It's not worth that much. But we could. Okay, so we're gonna sail to Dwarf. If there's nothing there, we reset back to Carnaria, and then we go down to Elfland. Look at this nice long run with no encounters. Isn't this nice? I gotta figure out where this is in the encounter table. The wolves have wall. Well, that one wolf is gonna be very protected. Don't reset. We'll have to reset to save seconds. Stun touch wolves. Oh, the Roovaroos are angry. Alright, 2 checks. A fair bit of money. I guess it's enough money that I should probably walk back. It's debatable, maybe. But having the money means I probably won't have to grind to get a couple... You know, I just want to make sure we've got enough cash to buy something, because there could be good spells. We don't have any great spells yet, just, you know, Ice 2, Fire 2 is not a whole lot. And maybe there'll be something amazing here. Well, Ice 3 is better. Remember to buy Temper later. For now, though, Ice 3 will be fine. Second best, third best clear spell in the game. I think Cure 3 would be worth it as well. So we got a little bit of healing. At least we got something for our White Mage to do. Well, no. Life 2 is amazing. Never mind. Nothing to worry about. Let's see. We could probably just sell this dagger. I know the thief could use it technically, but, you know, it's -3. Large... See, this is going to be way better anyway. You just have that. Here, have some basic weapons. I should buy that silver hammer for the white mage, too. Just for lols. But really, a large knife +5 is passable. At least you guys have some basic weapons. Any basic armor? Pearl rings are good. Silver rings are really good. We could buy 2, I think? No, we can only buy 1. Let's check the item shop first. Hello there, Miquel. Nah, just gonna buy that. You can keep your garbage. We'll buy some more stuff later. You know, it's early enough. We don't need to worry too much buying everything we can find. You know, I guess one thing we could have done, just so we know for later, we can't cast them or afford them, but let's have a look at the level 4 shops. 32 Ankylo points. You're rich, Squatchamil. At least you can finally get some Ankylo points. Level 4 Lightning 3 is good. Quad X is decent. So we've got like 1 sweeper per level. Ice 2, Fire 2, Ice 3, Lightning 3. That's actually a nice spread. That's okay. It's not like a nuke at level 1, but that's still it's pretty nice. Ooh, Fade and another layer of life. Well, Fade's the one that really counts, but we've got a lot of life casters and a lot of sweeper spells. You remember when Blue played Shining Force 2? That wasn't too long ago. Maybe it's been a while, I don't know. I also played Shining Force 3. Lightning 3. 13-3. You watched all the Shining Forces? Did you watch Shining Force CD? You even watched... Huzzlefudge knows Shining Force CD. Is anyone hyped or sad about not finished Book 2 Shining Force CD yet? It's on the to-do list. You found the solo run? Solo runs are pretty popular. Ooh, Exit level 5. That's not bad. And it's learnable. It's not in the unlearnable slot. Nothing amazing. Brack is as good as it would get for black magic. There's almost no weapons I would ever buy, but I am looking for a gold bracelet just to see how much it costs. Sure, we'll buy a fancy helmet for Hero. Oh, also, there's some really luxurious cloth. This is the kind of armor you're gonna get today. No time for silver bracelets. There you go, team. Enjoy! A wooden helmet and some fancy cloth. But seriously, that's pretty good cloth. You got 11 absorb. Alright, off to Crescent Lake. Now, we have the Oxy Ale, so technically we can go to C as well. No incentivized C items, though. So if the sages don't give us anything, we have to find one of the loose items for progression. We're gonna need some level ups. Ah, come on, I was gonna take a drink. Just supposed to cast your magic. There we go. So I would say, if we don't get progression in Crescent Lake, what I'll probably do is save there and try to get a couple level ups. Not a ton, maybe get to like level 10 or so. Hero loved the Shining Force LP. Oh, I'm glad. I will be continuing Shining Force CD Book 2 and 3 at some point. Look at that ice armor, though. No damage from some trolls on Hero. You know, technically, the best kind of truth. We actually have, we have life, except keep getting the white mage killed. Is this Donkey Kong music? It says Crocodile Isle, so probably. We don't have Fade or anything yet. I definitely want to win this fight, though. Fog it up, and Ice does more damage. Good hit there, Cryptic. 12 damage. We've got to get a little bit... Oh, some dazzle. Some razzle-dazzle. We'll save 1 life charge for someone inevitably dying, but theoretically, we might be able to win it. Alright, yeah, they're not that tough. They must have, what, 150 to 200 HP, maybe? That's not bad. There you go, Hero. Another big old critical hit, 200 damage. Taking out some peds, getting us a level up. Is this Donkey Kong Country music? Sadly, this is not the full song, just the intro. We don't have enough charges of fog to win this. We've got to run. Okay, maybe we can kill 1. Depends on how tanky he is. 93 damage, less than 150. Get us another level up. Okay, we're also looking for a key item for sale, which is not here, but a good supply of save items. Sadly, that doesn't lead to Gangplank Galleon because they're 2 different tracks and they're not linked. Oh, I'm good. We had the confused old man. Hey, where's my special item? Oh, we killed that one. Death to the old man. Death to the old man. There we go. It's not progression. So, loose item time. The only incentive items are Titan... The only locations are Titans, Ice Cave, Ordeals, and the Volcano. And we can't get to any of those without a canoe. Yeah, the Light Axe has a really high damage, low hit rate. There's our fast. This is actually pretty standard for the Light Axe. Especially +2, it has higher crit rate than normal. It doesn't have a high hit percent bonus, but the damage value is very high. So when you do crit, it hits for a lot of damage. Heal 3, Invis 2, okay. We've got most of the white magic we're gonna want anyway. I actually don't know where the breakpoint is for Falcon +2 and Longsword compared to the large knife +5. There's the gold bracelet. That's not bad. +1 is better than nothing. We'll get some gloves for our hero. Puts them up to 50 absorb. That's definitely a good amount of absorb. So where am I going to go? I think we're going to spend a little bit of time in Crescent Lake getting some XP. We'll use this opportunity to stock up on heal potions, and then we'll get some more money. We can do the top 3 floors of Earth, or the bottom 3 floors. We can do all of Marsh with no warp. Oh, I didn't save enough money to go to the inn, probably. Yeah, we can't get through the river system. So let's just do a couple fights here, get a little bit of money, a couple level ups. I'd like to get to, like, maybe level 10. I wonder if we can win this fight. Probably would have been better if I had gone to the inn. Oof. Oh, they got Death Touch! Hero killed by Death Touch. It's good to know. Now we know where Death Touch is. There's only one enemy with Death Touch, and we found it. It's right here by Crescent Lake. Classy. Hey there, JM. We know that the Giants only have about 150 HP, so it's easy enough battle. Hero is tanking for us pretty well. That gets us a win. Well, now that I know there's Death Touch out here, oof. Let's try a power cycle all the way back to the beginning of the encounter table and see what we get. If power cycle gets us XPs or something, that'd be great. Or we just learn for sure that a power cycle gets us a very long run. It's not peds. So not an easy grind. Giants are not the best experience, but Ice 3 sure cleans them up quick. Let's maybe just do one more battle. I don't know, I was thinking level 9 or 10. Hey look, a rare encounter. Bulls and scorpions. You don't see that too often. The randomizer used to miss the rare encounter for every area. They call them encounter 8s. But very recently was patched to fix that. A little bit more money and we can go to Elfland. I think we're going to go to Marsh, honestly, because I don't trust my levels to go to Sea Shrine. Although, there are a lot of chests, but we don't have the ability to exit or warp. We need to get level 5 magic to exit or warp out. I believe we saw level 5 exit. So we could try to get to level 5 magic right now, and that would actually save us a fair bit of time going through Marsh and Sea. Seeing as we have to grind, or we have to dive to go to get our progression now. We need to find a canoe or, well, we need to find a canoe. I wonder when we learn a level 5. We probably learn level 5 magic at like level 11 or something, right? This won't take too long. We can do it. We can do it. I believe. A little grind. No big deal. We can pick up Lightning 3, which is a little bit more damage. That'll help the Sea Shrine as well. No one wants to go to Marsh. What do you guys... Just quit trying to talk me into Marsh. I'd rather go to Sea Shrine. The mermaids have all kinds of goodies. Also, watch out for Death Touch. Good job, team. Trolls aren't that tough. How much do we need for level up here? 1600? Yeah. One more level up and I might be done. See you later, Ethan. Oops, I meant to do fire. Everyone wants mermaid. Mermaids or Marsh. You only get one. We could go to Earth. Earth is like probably worse than Marsh with no exit. Okay, we're getting a lot of... I'm gonna power cycle. I'd rather do that double giant fight than all these Death Touch trolls. Grinding, grinding, grinding. They're making it real hard. This is a much better fight for XP. Power cycle and then 2 battles. These are all easy, and we get way more XP than like 200. There you go. Level 11. Please tell me this is level 5 magic. Nope. We have to go another level up if we want that. Honestly, I think it's still worth it. This is definitely an investment in time, but yeah, I think it's worth it. I could be wrong. Basically, we're grinding to get exit more than anything else. Once we've got the exit spell, these dangerous dungeons, which could definitely get us killed, won't be nearly as dangerous. I would hate to go to Marsh or Water and just be stuck. And we have a, like, almost guaranteed way to make it easy right now. I didn't actually mean to use that house, but whatever. Also, if we survive, if we have Lightning 3, and we can survive Water, we'll get lots of levels there, which will make Marsh much safer if we have to go to Marsh. I guess it's the bulls that have Death Touch, as it turns out. It wasn't the trolls. So that's another reason not to go to Earth. Earth has some bulls in it. Some serious bull. Twitch is Team Marsh. Why you gotta be like that, Twitch? I think it's just Team Streamer Suffer. Is that not how Twitch really works? Alright. It's gotta be the case that one more level up is gonna get us a level 5 charge. We've already got 3 level 4 charges. You gotta go answer Wing Commander JM. Yeah, so we just need to get Jax level up and we're done. You can love someone and still want them to suffer. Sounds like the kind of thing live audience might want. Alright, Jax is level 12. Good enough. For future reference, all you need is level 12 to get... Level 12 is what you need to get level 5 spells. For the white and black mage. Red mage will take longer. 29 minutes in. Look at us go. We could also do a little bit of shopping before we go down. Someone's gonna die to this bull. Well, we gotta buy the magic at the very least. I want to get, like, the level 5 and 4 spells. So we seem to have a pretty good run right off the power cycle. Not super long, but then after that power reset, it's like one long battle, and then 2 battles in a row. Yep, 2 battles in a row. And then how long of a run do we get? Pretty good run. So power cycle, long run, 2 battles, long run. Might be the longest run. Yeah, that's gonna be the longest run in the loop for sure. So if we want to avoid encounters, that's all you got to do. Okay, there's our exit. Let's not spend all of our money immediately. Jax is also leaving. See you later. Everyone on my team is abandoning ship. Pick up some Brack. Brack is promotion? Is that it? Yeah, that's the warp slot. There was no... What am I doing? There's no weapons. Nothing. There's nothing. Alright, so the only place we're going to go is Elf. We can do the bottom entrance to Elf and then go down from there to get to Sea Shrine fairly efficiently. Other than the ambush Sahags. Alright, Hero is still here. Hero's going to have to carry the party. We're down to Hero and Cryptic, I think. Maybe. I'm not even sure. Maybe Cryptic left. Slept? Oof. The seas are dangerous. Be strong. Alright. There's the bad marsh. We don't want to go there. Especially not without a canoe. If you have a canoe, you can get there a lot quicker. With no canoe, you got a long walk. Okay, weapon shop was garbage. No, the iron hammer or the silver hammer was back up in Corneria, and then I forgot what I was going to buy down here. Well, while we're here, let's get that temper. I think there might have been like a harm 3 here that I was going to pick up. Nope. Anti-rub might come in useful. I'll pick that up. It does block death spells, and we certainly could get stuck in a dungeon with a lot of death magic enemies, and anti-rub would actually help us. But more importantly, we have the big old fade, some resurrection. Exfer had some use as well. The big lightning 3 and quad X. So we haven't seen Nuke yet, but we've got pretty much everything else except Fire 3 and Nuke for for the good sweepers. There we go. Buy out the housing market. So we also haven't found the incentive. One thing we could find, one of the reasons we're going to Sea Shrine, is it could definitely have the loose item. There's a shop, or not the loose item, the incentivized shop. There's only the Oasis, Gaia, and On-Rack left for the shops, and we haven't seen it anywhere, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I checked all the shops. So there could be a canoe for sale, or a fetch quest item that leads to the canoe. Can't do ordeals, sorry. Save that for later. Can't dock on Cardia Isles. It's only 10 houses from a forward investor. That's not enough to break the housing market, right? Ooh, Cerebus. We should win this fight. These guys weak to ice seem pretty chill. Take a fight or two, because we're going to be going into some tough dungeons. If we get something like the Chime now, we basically have to go to Air or Mirage, because we've got the cube. So if we do get the entrance to Mirage Tower, we probably have to go there next. Which is going to be interesting. So what I'm going to do is House, Power Cycle, and then when we go down, assumedly, we'll have a long run. So the TNT is for sale. It's not cheap. So that'll be our hope for the canoe. But we're going to go do the... We're going to need some money one way or the other. That's a really expensive harm spell. And there's your Fire 3 at level 7. Not that we need it or anything, but... Yeah, we're going to need some money, so I'm hopeful that the mermaids will get us some cash. And we have the exit spell, right? So we can get out if we get some goodies. I went the wrong way. 11 gold. Not a great start. Let's see if we can take out some big sharks. I'm going to save my heal, my fog for actual just resurrection, because people are probably going to be dying. So the Gur sharks have less than 250. Of course, the normal sharks have glance. And I didn't buy any softs because they were too expensive. Was there any softs here? No! That's, I forgot. They were expensive and I forgot to buy any. I usually buy a couple. And I didn't. So sharks in the water shrine are going to be a bit of a pain until we get some way to handle that. So we're going to be running from... Ice 3 was not the one I was looking for. Also, that was stun touch on something in here. Now, there's a lot of stun touch in vanilla, so... Oh, gross! Sea trolls with cremate? Alright, never mind. Change of plans. This is not a very friendly area. Nope, not great. We can make it. We're already here. There's not a lot of treasure we need to check on the way to mermaids. In fact, there's nothing we need to check. And glance is not a wipe. You can get stoned and then just lug that statue out of here. Thank you, helicopter. The stream needed a little bit more helicopter. Seeing as we're never going to get an airship. Oh, come on. I'm going to check this chest. 11 gold? No! Stop it! Alright. Bad. Flame shield, great. Iron staff, bad. Look at that. Hero. 67 absorb. He just needs a protection from stone. He'll be fine. Opal glove +4. We'll probably just sell it. But that's a good glove. Rune sword. Silver helmet. There's some money. Now, it's not great, but it might beat the large knife. 24.74. No. Large knife +5. Best weapon the thief's gonna get. Till promotion. That helicopter is right above my head right now. Sorry, everybody. Bad gold. Bad. Some garbage armor. Runes' sword. Good point. So we needed like 35,000 gold for that TNT, didn't we? Please get out of the way. Also, hold up. Mermaids loose key. Also, there was no item in mermaids. Well, that was pretty lucky. You know, there's a reason we go to mermaids. So, we're halfway to the TNT. It would be real dumb to not buy the TNT while we're here. Maybe there's something we can fight out here that's worth lots of money. Like we need to make some cash. I don't wanna leave this area without the TNT. The TNT could very likely be the canoe. The key does not get us any guaranteed. Like the Mystic Key is good, but it doesn't get us any progression. There's no incentive items behind a locked chest. Now this does mean that if we end up in Marsh, we can get all the items in Marsh, and there's probably a lot of money behind the Mystic Key. I just don't want to have to travel all the way down and back up. You know, I don't want to take a sailing trip. I probably can just quad X these guys, actually. I don't need to do damage. Pretty sure we said they had like 200 or so. If they have less than 200 HP, quad X just kills them. It won't take that long to get to 40k, I don't think. We've got pretty good spells. Cryptic took a pretty nasty hit there. I would usually do this grind in the Sea Shrine instead, but the problem with Sea Shrine is stone sharks. Because we have Lightning 3, typically we'd be clearing pretty quickly down there. Well, we've got fades. Just use your fades. This is a surprisingly grindy start for our seed today. 2 grinds in the first, like, 45 minutes. You know, if I hadn't bought 10 houses, we would have had enough money probably by now. Let's save that fade for the next battle. These, oh, they're Gurpedes, right? They're not normal pedes. I was thinking they're normal pedes. They look like normal pedes. They actually do get quite a lot of magic resistance, and, they're ice elemental, technically. It's weird. So Ice 3 doesn't work. You want to use Fire. And, you know, you can't just expect they're under 200 HP like a normal pede. Sorry. Gurpede. Not the same as normal pede. Ooh, Saber Tiger. Maybe we can just quad X him. Nope. So it's a bit of a beefy Saber Tiger. How are we doing? We're almost there. I'd say this has got probably worth it, right? A little grind rather than all the messing around it would have taken to go check all those chests in the lock. We would have had to go like Dwarf Armory and then Corneria, Elfland, Astos' Castle. I mean, even if we got the crown from the TNT, that would be a good deal. Plus, we can turn in the crown at the same time as we can turn in the TNT at the same time we check the chest down there, the treasury. Grr, great or gray? It's probably great. Some of them are gray though, maybe, I don't know. But it is D&D style. So, There are greater enemies in Dungeons and Dragons. Greater shadows, greater... I don't know what else. But I'm sure it's a thing. You know, while I'm doing all this grinding... Where's my key? Why can I not find the key? Alright, you guys just fight the Manticore. It looks like a Sphinx, but it's actually a Manticore. Oh, I already checked the key. No wonder I can't find it. Okay, probably 1 or 2 more fights, and we'll be done. Worms are not the best for XP. Well, I forget. Wyverns and worms. One gives you a little bit more gold, one gives you a little bit more XP. They're both kind of bad overall. That must be the gold one. So about 1,000 more gold. This'll do it. As long as we don't die. Oh, fire tigers! These tigers are on fire! I mean, tigras. Oh, come on, ice. Oof! Double fire. Well, we don't have a lot of options here. Come on. Turn order for Ethan. Get some kills. No! Alright, whatever. Those tigers are too dangerous. Just leave them alone. This'll be fine. And then he pulls out Blizzard or something. Okay, that's a pretty tanky Frost Giant, but Hero, 329 damage. And yeah, Frost Giants have a lot of gold, so that's a good fight for what I was trying to do. Alright, TNT. We could have bought it a little bit earlier, technically. Alright, overall, we're in a good position. They don't sell cabins here, but we'll buy some more cabins next time we've got a bit of money. Alright, back we go to the Inner Sea. We're gonna go Dwarf first because we've got TNT plus the Mystic Key, so that's a double whammy. Then, depending on what we get from the Mystic Key, we will, where will we go from there? Depends on what we get. If the fetch quest brings us another fetch quest, we'll go wherever it leads us. But we're gonna be going, assuming it's another dead end, like, what could be a dead end? TNT could give us, Thor's hammer or something. Then we'll have to go check all the lock chests. But I'm hoping it gives us, like, the adamant, and then the adamant gives us the crystal, and then the crystal gives us the herb, and then the herb gives us, the crown, and then the crown gives us the canoe. That's all I want. We could do the full quest chest loop right now. If it gives us the floater, that'd be a pretty big troll as well. No, thank you. Hello there, George. I mean, there are greens, GR for green, for the green ogres. Should buy that silver hammer for Jax. Or should I? Didn't he leave? He went to sleep. No silver hammer for you. Alright, what do we get? Well, on the plus side, that gives us 2 more key checks. Key incentive checks. Katana -3. I'm definitely gonna go check the Corneria Armory first, at the very least. Oh, come on. Double red snacks? We're in that part of the encounter table that I hate, where it's just an encounter every 10 steps. I don't really have the cabins right now to like bypass them all. So what do you guys think? How do the mini sprites look in combat? We've been playing for a while now. Decent? I mean, there's not a lot of pixels there, so it can't go too wrong. Buy some soft potions, Blue. The sharks are evil. Buy some cabins. Buy some more cabins. Buy some pure potions. Tiny fantasy. It's small fantasy. Yeah, no, I like it. What's an F word for small? Fine. Ooh, Silver Shield +5. Vorpal -3. What? All the endgame weapons are trash. Well, the katana will still be better than the Vorpal, which is all better than the rune. Finite fantasy? That's not bad. We're gonna, for completion's sake, we're gonna check the 3 items in locked Temple of Fiends. Whatever that song is, I don't need that one. Fun-sized fantasy. That's okay. I can take that. Fun-sized, finite. Alright, trap tile. Our first trap tile is a giant. So if there's nothing here, we reset back to Corneria. Save a little bit of time. Yeah, they're too small for a giant. Oh, Sun Sword, I guess. How is that going to compete? 49.73. It's not actually any better than the Light Axe. Ah, and Thief can't use any of that. Alright, but we'll walk it out. It's money if we need money, I guess. The crazy item randomizer, yeah, the what they call it, blursed weapons, plus or minus +5, you know, it's pretty cool. It could be good, but so far the swords haven't turned out very well. But maybe we'll find the legendary +5 Massa. We can dream. So really, we should be going to Titan's Trove pretty quick right now. These keylock chests could have the loose item I need. But it's probably over at Titan's. Money, money, money. No. Alright. We haven't been to... Note for the future. We have not checked the 3 chests at Northwest Castle yet, because it's a long walk. And we haven't done the marsh checks yet. We've got all the other key checks. I gotta start using my power cycle rather than my reset, because there's a really nasty part of the encounter table in the middle. I don't like it. Apparently this saves a couple encounter tiles by doing it this way. I haven't done the math, but it seems right. If you've got a warp or exit spell, you do it like this. Opal Glove again. Well, that doesn't do anything. Especially if it turns out to be a floaterless seed. This should be a nice long run. Alright, Sarda, come on, buddy. Back to dwarves we go. Oh, I did the sages too. Well, back and forth we go. The first Xenonaut campaign. What made us lose that? It wasn't aliens. There was something specific about Xenonauts that got us killed. The bots are evolving. I should just give them enough points so they start at a high enough level that they'll never change. Also, I don't know why Streamlabs is there as well. I have a bot. I don't need a Streamlabs as well. Come on, zombie ghouls. Let me go. Back to dwarfs we go. Come on, Adamant. Now we're gonna do the whole fetch quest change. You watch. Adamant, Crystal, Herb, Crown. Actually, it'd be worse if it was like Crown, Crystal, Herb, or something like that to get the maximum walk. And then it ends in, like, the ribbon. Or the Thor's hammer would be the worst. What did I say the worst option was? Crown leads to Crystal, leads to Herb, leads to the Thor's hammer. Well, it's a good thing I didn't go to Northwest Castle for the key checks, because now at least we can do those two together. This is a lot of running. For such small characters, we're doing an awful lot of running around on the big world. So who's betting what we get from the crown here? Worst case scenario is probably Crystal. The poor Odd-Eye could use some Shut-Eye. It's really just an Oddler. Sure. You want to die? You won't let me run away? This is what you get. Chime to Floater in Sky. Oh! If we go... Actually, a Floater won't even do anything for us. If Floater is in the sky and we still don't have a canoe, then we still need a loose canoe. Wouldn't that be funny? Alright, I'm gonna guess the crystal. Ah, it's a fetch quest item, but not the right one. At least this one's on the way, you know. Alright, Astos. Get your Astos out of here. We do need a tiny canoe. Alright, but while we're here, there could be some goodies in the back. There could be a loose item right here. Nope. 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 Sure, a trap tile with Gur sharks. We could grind on these. At least they don't have glance like normal sharks. Actually, they're not that strong. You could definitely do a little Gur shark grind. 2,000 XP at a time. We won't, but just to say, you could. Earth, probably not as good of a grind. Should probably fade him. I don't think any element's gonna work on him. The groggy shark, yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone loves that noise. Oh, I never translated the slab. Don't let me forget. If we can clear Earth, we can clear water. If we end up getting the chime, we can clear sky, and if we find a loose canoe, we can win the game with no floater again. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Yeah, it's Robert. It's always Robert. Welcome back, Robert. some grumps. It's really rude when the grumps have, like, you know, quad X or zap or something. See, and with all these evolving Twitch viewers, we actually get to see all the lurkers in the background, even if they don't want to chat. We get to see who they are. I love it. Hello there, Captain Osmotic. Oh, thank you, Elf King. You gave us the thing I needed, the canoe. Now we can go wherever we want. Well, mostly. Incentive Ice is gonna be the chime, and then we don't need the floater. So we can do ordeals, we can do ice, we can do volcano. Everything except air is on the table. Can't get to Lefane or Gaia. Ordeals is a long sail away. We're looking for a loose item and some more gears, so we're going to do the top of Volcano at the very least, and maybe Ice. Ordeals would be a good option, but because we found... If I had my ship on the other side of Elfland, on the south side, then I probably would have gone straight south to Ordeals. We don't have the warp spell, so we can't warp out of the trap tiles. So I think Volcano's a little bit better because we don't have the warp. And we can just exit out if we find something good. Volcano has a lot of chests. More than Ice or Ordeals. If you're looking for a loose item, this is better. But there is incentive over in Ice and Ordeals for sure. I mean, it's debatable. I'm just saying, we're fairly close to Volcano, plus lots of stuff. And we're strong enough probably to clear it. We have found one loose item, the Mystic Key. We're missing one more loose item. It could be a variety of things. We're hoping it's like a loose floater in one of these weird chests. And that would be really good for getting back on track for the seed. Otherwise, if it was an incentivized floater, you know, then I should have gone and done that first, basically. Alright, not a lot of good stuff, but we'll keep our experience. Head back in. I know there's quite a few ways to do this armory. I like the route I usually take if I have warp or exit is to clear those 4 chests on the right, and then because it's such a long backtrack, just warp out or warp back, and then head straight to the big room. Bad gold, a tent. Hey there, Dirigible. I suppose we should take this fight. Our levels are looking pretty good. We're level 16 or 17 right now. But our weapons and armor are, pretty bad. It would have been nice if I'd bought some silver bracelets at some point. But I think they were back at, like, Provoca, and we've never really been back in that area, so... Maybe they were in Elfland. I don't think so. Okay, the XPs are still good. Level 17 is not bad. Oh, we should take this fight. We got Harm 3, Fire 2. We got some good spells for this group. The reason you might not want to grind at this point is you're hoping to get the tail, which we don't have, and the floater, and get promoted before you're at a high level. Because you only start learning your spell charges for your fighter or your knight and your ninja at level 15 and every odd level. So if you get a lot of promotions early, or a lot of levels before your promotion, then it's harder to get your spell slots. Is this the first busted armory we've ever had? Sadly, I'm not a huge fan of my Ninja Turtle OC remix track, so if you've been noticing, I skip them a lot. It's kind of sad. Did the randomizer fix the monk black belt promotion magic defense bug? It's not necessarily a bug. I think the bug is not what people expected. If you look at the magic growth for the remakes for the black belt, in the Dawn of Souls remake on the GBA, the black belt has the worst magic growth, and then the master is slightly less bad. So the bug in Final Fantasy 1 NES is actually that he starts with 4 growth, not that he turns into 1 growth after promotion. He is supposed to be weak to magic. It's apparently designed that way. But yes, there is a flag you can change if you don't like it like that. Alright, well that was kind of a bust. While we're here though, I'm pretty sure we can clear out the volcano. Nah, it's all good, Jadis. I think it was... I've definitely heard the conversation in the Final Fantasy Randomizer Discord. There's people that think it should go both ways, where they should be giving more magic growth after promotion, and some people are like, well, you should just give them less before promotion, because that's the bug. So, it's hard to say. I guess lightning works better on these guys? I don't even know. What are Argoyles weak to? Clearly not ice. I should have power cycled before I went in here. Could have probably skipped all the encounters, given the number of fire tiles. An hour 05. Let's go light an orb, definitely. We don't really have the money for the gold bracelets still, but I definitely should have bought the silver bracelets by now. But I have confidence in our team. And we'll find a gold bracelet somewhere. We never got any heal spells. I just wanted to see. You know, this is not a terrible trap tile. If we had the mage staff, you'd probably get some levels off this too. Frost wolves, if they don't start with any spells, generally pretty easy to kill for decent XP. The old Power Peninsula favorite. Another large knife. It's a very sharp knife. Another bad katana. There you go. See? What was I just saying? We've picked up quite a lot of stuff during our trips. Silver helmet -3 is probably assuredly worse than a wooden helmet +5. Iron shield +3 is definitely worse than flame shield +5. Got 1 gauntlets, better gauntlets. I'm gonna hold on to the shield for promotion. But for now, get Cryptic some more armor. You know, I changed my mind. Get Jax some more armor. Basically, Jax is the one that has the life spell. Oof. Cockatrice with Blizzard. That's really bad, actually. Hold on. We could easily die on that tile. Wow. So with 6 blizzards on the table, that'll wipe you for sure. Fortunately, we don't have to fight any more of that trap tile. It's kind of a one-off now. But definitely do some heal potions. Alright, whew. Now we have found... No good weapons lately, but... Another katana. We haven't really found anything good in Volcano yet. Which is unfortunate. Typically, I would say Volcano's a good bet, but... It's always, you know, gamble, of course. Hey there, Mountain. Welcome back. Hope your new job was above average. These Cerebuses, a little bit more HP than I like. Our giants, we haven't seen those before. They could have something bad. Ha! Ooh, the opal armor. Sadly, can't equip it. Much better than the last job. Well, then that's all you need to say. An upgrade's an upgrade. Alright, we got a couple more chests and then go beat up Carrie. Even if Carrie kills us, we haven't gotten anything out of here, so it doesn't really matter. If we die and lose all our progress, it's like, whatever. Ah, we'll take this fight. I've been running away from a lot of stuff. You can't run away from life. Sometimes you gotta take it by the fire, too. Oof. Cryptic takes 146 damage because I decide to take this fight. Ethan takes 83. Frost Giants have tons of HP. And we are just very small guys. Wow, this thing has like 800 HP. A loose crystal. It was, oh no, it was incentivized. Hold on, I forgot. Remember back when I was generating the seed and I said incentivized volcano would be fun? Yeah, okay, volcano was the best choice for more than one reason. I totally forgot. Alright, well, I'm glad we went here. Before ice. That's... good rooting, except by accident, which means it's not that good. Hey there, Duke.
It's not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by who wish to pay me tribute. Now is the time to put aside.
Alright, we can defeat Carrie, right?
And join me.
Do we have any good spells? We can fade her. We'll put some fog up. And, we don't have fast yet. We can certainly temper some people up. 4 hits, 27 damage. Not a great start by Cryptic. 3 hits, 93. A little bit better on Hero. She's got Poison Touch and hits pretty hard. Let's get another layer of fog on. We'll temper up Hero one more time. He's more likely to survive her hits, basically. The mini status is in FF1, yeah. Permanently. She's got to be nearly dead. We'll just quad X her. Come on, Ethan. Ah, she's still got over 300 HP. The Midge Mallet. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, well, she's not nearly dead yet. Let's put some temper on someone if they survive. Someone, now that I can't see any names. Ink! Oh no, did we buy a lamp? No! We didn't get lamp, guys! Time for some fades. We're just gonna kill her. She's gotta be nearly dead. She can't have more than, let's see, 600 times 2.5. The maximum carry HP should have been 1500. Anyway, she put up a pretty good fight, but down goes Carrie. We got our fire orb, we got an incentive location by accident. We could go to ice, but let's go turn in that crystal first. Boy, would that be great if it turns into a floater. Or should we go to ice because it's close? But we don't have the warp spell. Ice kind of sucks with no warp. What we could do is go to Matoya. If it's not something for progression, what we can do is go to Provoca, buy some rings or bracelets. There's also pro rings for sale somewhere. I think they were in Crescent Lake, actually. They have lots of money. Because there's no weapon shop or armor shop in On-Rack. Oh, also, I already bought the shop item. Forgot about that again. There they are. Not the pro ring, though. Ah, we've got the money, just buy it. I mean, sell some stuff and then buy it. Alright. All my money gone. I'm sure there are protect rings for sale somewhere, and they're not even that bad, so... we will be looking for those. I only need, like, one spare silver shield for a promotion. I don't think Iron Armor +5 will be as good as a gold bracelet anyway anymore. Just to clean up our inventory. We've got way too much garbage. Let's get some more money. You know what I don't care about is casting Confuse. And Vorpal -3. We do have 2 katanas, so we can sell one of them, and the Vorpal, we don't need friggin' Vorpals. The heal staff is not very good either. I mean, it's a free healing, I know, but... alright, a little bit more money. Maybe we can buy some level 6 magic. There's a couple spells you can learn pre-promoted. Heal 3's worth it. Soft. Yes! Those are all actually pretty good level 6 white magic spells. We got all the level 6 magic we would have wanted anyway. Well, it turns out this is a good stop. Now we don't need to come back to Crescent Lake ever again. Alright. To Matoya's. If we get enough money, we'll stop by and buy some pro rings at some point. But everyone's got at least a basic amount of armor, with gold rings and the fighter having good armor already. We do really need to get promoted for Cryptic to ever get strong. But we'll see. It's going to be a bit of a long sleeve just because of how much backtracking we've had to do for all these key items. Well, I just saved it, so... alright, come on, Matoya. You know what we ought. You know what you need to give us. There shouldn't be any more fetch quest items. The worst she could do is give us... the worst thing would be getting the chime right now. Because we had both loose items already. Thank goodness. If she had given us the chime, that means that would be all. Well, there would still be one last chance at ordeals, and well, 2 chances at ordeals and ice. But it could definitely have turned into a no floater seed one more time, because it was looking like all we needed was chime and loot, which could be ice and ordeals for go mode. And then they can lock the floater and, like, the ribbon or something at Gaia and Lefane. But now we don't have to worry about that. To the air we go. A loose loot? No, we've already got the 2 loose items, actually. One loose item was the key, the second loose item was the crystal. Everything else is in it. We've already got the canal as well in a loose chest. That was at Dwarf, I think. So all we need is incentive chests. We should be off to a much faster time now. If you're going for a time, it'll get much better now. It'll still probably be 2 hours, but... alright, first thing, get that slab translated before I forget. Then Gaia for the bottle, Lefane. Ordeals from Lefane and then Waterfall. Yeah. Gaia, Lefane, Ordeals, Waterfall. If by the time we get to Waterfall, we might do Sea Shrine while we're there. Ice at some point, but it would be great to get Warp before that. It's a bit of a slide over to Gaia from here, but it's fine. Yeah, we got pretty lucky with our loose items. Or wait, no. Never mind. We're still missing a loose item. I misread. The crystal was not loose. It actually was incentivized volcano. I just forgot that we incentivized it. So there is still a loose item. No, it is learnable. It's just too expensive. Is there anything we can sell for 40k? Probably not. Should not have bought all those opal bracelets or gold bracelets. We'll get those back for you guys later. It's gonna make ice so much better. I just spent 100,000 and then gave it away. It's a tough life. Get out of my way. It's a hard knock life. We just guillotine that guy. Get in my ray, get guillotined. Alright. Ooh, that's some good stuff. Not progression, but incentive ribbon. Who needs armor when you've got a ribbon? Awesome turn-based strategy RPG on the Sega Genesis. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Maybe I you know, I kind of like the song, but 8 minutes is a little bit long. Maybe it might be the Shining Force, I don't know. Encounter rate, encounter rate. Unrunnable! No, it is answer space name, and it would have a space in it, I guarantee that. Well, I don't know, Duke. The game just doesn't like you. The bot's being a bit cranky today. Alright, Gaia, what do you got? Good! Progression. Well, not really progression. You gave it your best effort. I know. Good try. I want to check what level 8 special spells are, just for fun. Fire 1. Ooh, max price Fire 1. Alright, well now we'll get promoted on our walkover. That'll help. We still need the chime and the loot for actual go mode. Between ordeals, waterfall, and ice, and a loose item. So what are we missing? Thor's hammer, power glove, chime, and loot. That's 4 items, 3 incentive checks. So we got like a 66% chance that we just finish the incentive dungeons and then we're done. Otherwise, it's loose and we have to keep checking everything. We should probably check all the Cardia Isle chests still, because it could still be there. Ordeals or promotion? Ordeals is kind of on the way. Oops. And we're going to need at least 1 more incentive item before the loose item can go mode us anyway. Like, if we find a loose, or if we find an incentivized chime, then we just need to find a loose loot, which would be great. But the promotion will get us a bit stronger. Did the promoted sprites get smaller? If I made them any smaller, you wouldn't be able to see them. There'd be no more definition. But that's a good idea. Alright. We technically have warp, but we only have 1 charge. That's all we need for Ice Cave, at least. At least if we get to the 4-way split, and we fail, we get 1 retry. Could have used the warp there, but wasn't too far back, I figured. Hey, Deus Ex music's very nice. Unrunnable Zombull. Well, that's some Zombull. I think the Light Axe might even do bonus damage against undead. Because it's, like, good against undead types as a holy weapon. Alright, lower first. Low, down. So down, up, down. And then the final one, we have no idea. Turns out sorcerers are tankier than usual. Down, up, down. We're probably getting warped back to the beginning is what I'm thinking. Okay, a repeat, that's fine. We got 1 warp. Down, up, down. This is good. Now there's only 2 more options, and we can warp out of the wrong one. Boy, it's nice that we know they can't have Death Touch. We've already found Death Touch back on the Bulls. So, it's actually kind of nice. When you run into the really bad status touches early, you don't have to worry about them later on. Looks like we got the right one. Looks like we got the wrong one, and I don't have 2 warps. Down. Up. Down. And of course, it's the final 4th pillar. If the warp had taken me somewhere I recognized, maybe I should have warped anyway. Maybe technically that was still a repeated... I can't remember if we did the horizontal one. Like, I can't remember for sure if we'd already hit the path that took us, like the 3rd pillar that took us to the left. Because if we had, we could have warped back, knowing that was the end of the dungeon. I don't know. I don't know how the randomizer handles it for sure yet. I'm pretty sure the pillar maze requires you to go through every split once before you get to the staircase. You can't just get here on your first 50-50. Random Argoyles. A lot of encounters at this point in the table, sadly. So far, random treasures and ordeals been pretty bad. Well, on the very off chance that we want to use double undead harm 2s. Hey there, Pixel. Oh, look at all those evolutions in the Twitch chat. Ah, denied. Thorhammer. This is not the good eyeball. This is the bad eye. I probably should just exit it out anyway. Okay, well, that was a dead end. Sadly, that was a waste of time. But now we know. So now, there are 2 incentive locations remaining. Ice Cave and Waterfall. We'll do Waterfall first. And 1 loose item. We could still, although the odds are worse now, we could still not need the loose item. Is there a way to see bot commands? On Twitch, I don't think I'd set that up yet. I only just started setting up the Twitch bot, like, today. They're mostly the same as the YouTube commands, but not exactly. They're missing a few, for sure. But yeah, dice and gamble work. I think missions and stuff work. No give points yet. I didn't figure that out yet. Most of the stuff is working, just not everything. Mini sprites. We got nothing in there. That was complete waste of a stop. Just don't lose all your Ankylo points gambling. Iron helmets. Money. Mazmoon +1. Alright, for now, Cryptic, you can have the Mazmoon. It's better than the average Mazmoon. +1. That's a good catch. Alright, that's better than his katana. Hopefully we can find like an X-Cal or something. Don't lose all your Ankylo points. Well, for collecting high scores. Isn't it everyone trying to get to be #1? If you gamble them all away, you'll never be #1. Alright, let's go see what the promotion looks like for the mini sprites. I expect big things. Well, we're still small. Sorry, you didn't get any taller. What's optimal here for weapon loadouts? This is such a bad coral sword. I guess the light axe +2 is probably still the best weapon other than the Massa. I mean, we could go katana -3 and move the Massa over to hero. Is that more optimal or less optimal? I guess we'll do that for now. So, surprising few. When you get promoted, you're still small. You thought a BlueAnkylo point wipe was incoming. I've said that it will probably happen one day, but I have given no clues as to when it will happen. The one silly request was once we finally had someone win the jackpot on the gambling game, that would trigger the point reset automatically. So we can learn some new spells, which we'll go do at some point. But yeah, promoted. Did you really think they were going to get bigger when they promoted? Or smaller? It would actually be like a ton of work. I've got limited palette choices, and although I could change the size of them, sort of, I would have to learn how to draw sprites. Right now, I'm just copying them from FF5, so we didn't do that. Oh, that's right, random waterfall. Those mudgalls are looking pretty muddy. It's like a dry mud. Usually they're kind of wet mud. No YouTube gambling? Oh, it's supposed to be working on YouTube. I actually don't know why that's not working. Okay, one of these things we're going to do once we finish this seed is test out some commands on the bots. Because the bot is supposed to be working on both YouTube and Twitch, and if it's not, that's weird. There's the treasure room, but I think it's wrapped and we can't actually get there. Well, maybe. This is like the longest waterfall cave in history. Thanks for the subscription, Pixel Spiller. Oh no, Ethan died! It's almost like I was waiting for that to happen. You know what, the best healing spell is life too, as it turns out. This is an enormous waterfall cave. Look at the length of this cave. All of that, and we didn't actually get to the end. So it's down and up, which makes it much shorter. Spiller, I don't know if you have enough points on Twitch to gamble yet. I guess we'll take one fight. Just for old time's sake. You should get points when you subscribe, though. Maybe just give it a second, try points again. I don't know. It's supposed to be set up with that kind of power. Yeah, the procedurally generated waterfall is pretty cool. Well, blame BlueAnkylo bot. Drinking on the job. Nightmare's not as scary as usual, that's true. We saw most of the terrible stuff early on in the seed. Well, we haven't done Ice Cave or Marsh Cave yet, to be honest. Alright, no loose loot. Yay! So we're hoping Ice Cave gets us the chime, and then we're just done, basically. Now, do we go straight to ice? Yeah, I'll go straight to ice. We could go to water right now, but we've only got one ribbon. We got, like, no armor on Jax or Ethan. Yeah, well, you can have 4, basically. You can get the first 2 floors of Earth, the waterfall, and Sky Maze, basically. And I guess, you know, the Ordeal's Pillar Shuffle kind of counts. What am I doing fighting these jerks? Alright, what did I just say? Ice? Yeah. We need to know if it's loose. If Ice Cave gives us the Power Glove, then we know the chime is loose, which means we have to check all the rest of the chests in water and everywhere else. And this dungeon could be terrible. Chime in Marsh? Chime in Marsh is ideal, because then we're in go mode. Power Glove in Marsh would be way worse. White dragons have a acceptable amount of HP. Unrunnables. I don't have Fire 3. Fire 3 was for sale somewhere. Was Fire 3... No, we never saw Fire 3. I think we saw Lightning 3 and, there's the hammer. We got Ice 3, Lightning 3. What was it? Level 5 was just garbage? We never checked level 8 magic. I know Fire 1 was at level 8 at Lefane, but... Come on, iMage. Ah, unrunnable again! I hate the fact that Harm 3 and Life and Fade and Life are all the same slots. Fire 3 level 7? Maybe. I think I just saw the warp at level 7 went good enough. Yeah, just Thorhammer it. Like, Fire 2 is fine. It's just, you know, be nice to do even more. 6 8 points. Oh, I'm sorry, Pixel. It's, you should be getting quite a few, depending on how the new bot is set up over there, but as a subscriber, you should get quite a lot. Alright, let's see this. I mean, it took a long time to have the warp charges anyway, so... Oh, no! Oh, it is loose! Well, that's garbage. Oh, we did get promoted. I totally forgot. Hold on here. For now, have some opal gloves. Let's see. I was gonna equip the silver shield. Oh, also, well, we don't have a lot of status protection, but that's a lot of armor. And then we can trade this down. Hand me down gold bracelets and everything. We don't need these gauntlets. I guess a copper bracelet's better than nothing. Trade the flame shield up. I don't think ninjas cannot use any opal gear. So having 2 opal gauntlets was dumb. They might be able to equip... I should really go buy those pro rings next. Because we have no status protection other than 1 ribbon. The heel helmet can be equipped by both... I think you can wear the silver as well. 81 armor, you're doing fine. 58. This should be an upgrade. 63, yeah, that's good. And then 81 armor is ridiculous. I want to see if this is slightly better, but I kind of doubt it. No, not even close. What about iron? I think the problem is the helmet slots don't get a lot of armor in general. So +5 to a bad, like the worst helmet, +5 that is still better than a lot of the other helmets. Alright, anyway, 81 absorb, good. 63 absorb, good. Gold bracelet ribbon for Jax. Copper bracelet. Ethan needs to get some better armor. We need pro rings for basically everyone, but we've got the power glove for the end. Should have checked that chest. But opal shield -4 is trash. The only advantage here would be getting the ninja fire ice armor, but then the fighter doesn't have any fire protection either, so whatever. Alright, so with that, we can conclude, with all incentives checked, that we have a loose chime. So we have to 100% until we find it, which means after this, we probably finish up, well, we want to go buy a bit more armor, maybe, but we're going to probably clear C next. I should have checked this before I left it. I guess we go Earth after C. Clear, that's 2, get those orbs lit. If it's not in C or Earth... Did we miss anything in Volcano? I think we full cleared Volcano. It would be basically down to Marsh at that point. Because we can't get into Sky at all. We can't get into Mirage in the first place. And we full cleared Ordeals. Yeah, yeah. Sea Shrine, Earth, Marsh in that order. Well, Ice, you know, finish Ice while we're here. Definitely a difficult seed. The progression order is definitely making us work. Took a long time to fly. I did get the 2 chests at the top of Armory. I go there last, typically, and then exit out. I generally go right side to the hairpin chest, exit out, save, come back, do the big Armory, and then the 2 chests above the Armory. Nothing. Alright. A little bit of shopping, off to sea. We can buy our promoted spells while we're in this area. How much money we got? We got lots of money. I mean, you might as well equip it, but, you know, it's garbage. Another Ice 3, another Temper. Good. Hey there, runes. I think I just sold the rune sword. Someone made the joke earlier. Okay, there's the pro ring. Definitely gonna want to stock up on these. Of course, I need slots. I don't think the opal shield's worth anything at this point. What did I do? I shrunk them. Gonna sell the opal shields, buy the pro ring. And then the pro ring is just gonna be better than the gauntlets. Even though opal gauntlets do provide a lot of armor, especially with +4, we have no spare ribbons right now. So the death protection here is better, I think. Slightly less armor, but better for everything else. So yeah, we dropped 4 absorb, but it's probably worth it. Welcome back, Mountain. The main thing that we've learned is that our final progression is the chime, which is in a loose chest somewhere. No more incentive checks allowed. So I actually did that. We got that. Yeah, we're just missing a loose item. Lightning 3, Quad X. Just finish our shopping while we're in the middle. Yeah. Unsubscribe. No. Yeah. I'll pick up extra while we're here. I figure we don't really want to have to come shop again. So while we're in the area, pick up the stuff. But we've got all the armor we can buy. No more weapons to buy. All we're doing is magic for our promoted characters. And then just move along. Also, like, potions if we need them. But this will be very good for late game. Life 2 on the Knight is amazing. Lamp, we should definitely learn Lamp. And for Cryptic, you know, Ice 2 is better than nothing. More cabins. I think I bought 10 soft potions already. But with our money, I mean, there is still some spells to buy at the high levels, so you might want to save some money, I guess, but we don't get a lot of level 8 charges anyway, so it's pretty low priority. Yayo loses 10 points. Sorry about that. But if we ever get a rune sword +5, then we'll be laughing. For our unpromoted thief, anyway. Level 2 white. Not really good. Let's pick up anti-fire. Just so I remember that I've been here. If I have an empty spell slot, I keep thinking I forgot to check the shop. Fire 2 is good. Lock is also acceptable. You know, Bane might be better than Fire 2 at high levels. So in terms of overall spells, we've got Life 2. We don't have Cure 4. We've got Invisible 2 and Heal 3. So we've got most of the white magic. All we're really missing would be like a Cure 4. And for black magic, we're missing Nuke. Basically, that's it. Because it's mostly on the way, I'll check my level 5 magic. You're subscribed again, that's it. +1 subscription. -1/+1, that's a good trade. I don't think we've seen Nuke, though. I think it's going to be at, like, level 8. Brack was promotion locked, so now we have Brack. Nothing else is good. But now I know I've been to level 5 Black. And Harm 4. It's good in a couple situations, but usually not what we need. Alright. Well, up to water. We're going to want to go up first, because we missed a couple chests in, not in the Mermaid Shrine, but the floor above the starting floor, whatever we call that one. Sea up. Up-sea. The up-sea floor. And then we'll go to the downsea floor after that. An opal bracelet would be nice. A white shirt would be nice. A black shirt would be nice. Excal would be nice. But really all we need, probably to win the game right now, is the chime. So here, just double check magic. Quake and Fire 3, sure, there you go. Now we've got all the elemental spells. Nuke's pretty much got to be level 8 at this point. And probably Cure 4 at level 8 as well. Also, actually, the most important loot would actually be getting another ribbon or two. There's 2 more ribbons out there. And that would be by far the best catch. Because we could also use the Dragon Armor, the Aegis Shield, all that stuff. Probably 1 more ribbon to throw on the fighter with Massa, and then we can just basically ignore the rest of stuff. Actually hit go mode at 2 hours, maybe, if we get lucky. So on this floor, I only checked the easy bottom chest, so we'll go counterclockwise, which is unusual. Usually we go mermaids and then clockwise around the bottom left, but we'll be different today. I like warping out from this top chest because it's kind of isolated, but like, it's fine. Ghosts can certainly be dangerous. We've got exit, unless the white mage dies. And then we got nothing. Silence ghosts. That's not very nice. Good. We're going to be running from ghosts, that's for sure. Also, did you notice Jax got silenced? That was a 2 in 256 chance to get a status effect through a ribbon. Ribbons are not perfect protection from status, but it is very close. About 1% chance for it to hit. That's about the same chance as us killing Chaos with a rub spell. Technically possible, outrageous odds. Alright, I don't think we got this chest. I think I just warped out rather than checked it. Yeah. But now we know there's nothing up. So now the next dive, the goal is just to clear it. Although I will buy some houses if they have houses. I think they did. Just for our endgame healing. 1 in 256. There's some weird math errors. It actually used to be 3 in 256 because there was a bug. And then they fixed the bug, you know, as they fix all the bugs. If you're playing vanilla FF1, it's 3 in 256. We usually just say 1%, but 3 in 256. And then one of those was an off by 1 index error. So now it's 2 in 256, which is how it was originally programmed. It's the same chance of a crit hitting you through max evasion. It's weird, I agree. It's just, technically, it's a slightly lower chance now in the randomizer than it ever was before. It was already very unlikely, now it's 50% less likely. Sea snakes. I think they're weak to lightning. They should be. They don't look like it, though. No, they're not, actually. They're just not weak. Alright, well, Massa hits real hard, as we know. Ethan might die. Did I forget to buy... I think I was meaning to buy another gold bracelet for Ethan. We just need to find a white shirt or a black shirt. He'll be fine. We'll get him geared up. He's got a pro ring and a copper bracelet. Poor guy. Doing these endgame dungeons with, like... Actually, copper bracelet is less armor than the old cloth we used to have. Because we had cloth plus 5. Oh, what was I just saying? Oh, what a terrible ice shield. I need the status protection, but... Throw on the ground. What I'm hoping for is to get an Aegis shield, and then the ninja can have ice armor and flame plus 5. That'll be fine. Even in the randomizer, Bane swords definitely still have a chance to kill Chaos, but, you know, it's just a low chance. And to be honest, in the randomizers, because of the somewhat buffed, the chance to have really high a defense or absorb, or like 5,000 HP Chaos, that 1% chance can be the best way of killing them, if you're really lucky. So I do have a good reason for not healing up right now. I would heal up my Knight or my White Mage, but anyone who's not a Knight or a White Mage could just die, and I can just life 2 them up for basically free anyway. Actually, I'm assuming I have a spell charge already. Yeah, we got 1 life 2 on the Knight. Come on, loose item. If it's not in this room, then we're clearing Earth. And if it's not in Earth, we're clearing... we're clearing Mars. Oh, no. There's, well, there's a dozen or so chests in Earth. It's possible. There's a dozen or so chests in Mars, so... it's one of them. Marsh is always the answer. It's always the wrong answer. No one would ever say, Blue, you should do Marsh first. I mean, you guys... okay, the chat would say it, but no speedrunner would ever say, go to Marsh first, without any good reason. Oh no, Ethan, you died. That's what you get for not sticking around for the whole stream. I sure hope I didn't miss any chests on the way down. I don't think I did. I'd also like to see where Nuke is. Next time we're in the area for Gaia, I want to check the level 8 shops. Just for fun. Heck, we might have a level 8 charge by the end of the game at this rate, clearing everything. Did we ever pick up a heal spell? Yeah. I bet you all the ribbons and the Excal are in Mirage or Sky. So many chests up there. Alright, Kraken, let's do this thing. Just kill it. Easy peasy. 4 hits, 112 from Cryptic. Ethan hits a lightning. 300 damage from Lightning 3. 4 hits, 202 from the Massa. Fade hits for 220. And Kraken is slapping like a little punk. Get him, boys. Lightning 3 again. 123 damage, not as impressive. Kraken throws out the fire. Tries to boil us alive under the bottom of the water. 4 hits for 71 from Cryptic. 4 hits for 241 from Hero. The big fade. 129. Kraken is still up. The party can't quite take it down. Ethan tries again with Lightning 3. 166 takes out the Kraken. We have our orb lit. Alright. Good enough. Now to Earth. No thanks. Crackle. What's cracking? You should just be like, what's cracking? How is it cracked? No, how else could you say that to make it very obvious? Is Pixel still around? Pixel's over on Twitch. Where's all my puns for today? Where's our daily dosage of Pixel puns? He's evolved into a yellow Ankylo. All that gambling. Alright. Earth. Yay, Earth. What's cracking? Yeah, it's not bad. Cabin. House. The problem I have with the procedural generated Earth floors is I never know for sure if I found all the treasure on each floor. And we need to 100% right now, so this makes it kind of weird. Because usually there are 3 rooms on Earth 1. And we found 2. But sometimes there is no 3rd room on procedural generated Earth 1. And that always throws me for a curve. Throws me a curve, whatever, you know what I mean. So we did 1 at the top right. We have to go bottom left to see if there's anything down here. And there is another one. Okay, good. So 3 chests should be like 3 rooms should be 2 chests per room. If it's the same as vanilla, right? It's only 1, whatever. Does that mean there's another room hiding somewhere? Or is there just... I guess my problem is just that I don't know exactly how procedural treasures get developed. Like, I thought there was 6 chests on Earth 1. 2 for each of the 3 treasure rooms. So procedurally generating it can't delete chests, can it? Ambushed by sleep goyles. Can't say I'm a huge fan of that. They hit a lot, so you get put to sleep a lot. Alright, well there's no more rooms, so... Do enemies scale? No, they're all rando. Doing the easy dungeons last generally makes it easier. They're still randomized, but they start with their base HP. So say, just pretend a gargoyle has 100 HP in vanilla. The randomizer will randomize it between whatever settings you give it. So for me, it's, I think, between 50 and 250% for every stat they have. So their HP could be between 50 and 250 if it starts at 100, and their attack and everything else will also be scaled independently. Alright, Earth Cave, thank you. I've had enough. Alright, the second floor of Earth usually only has 2 chests, 2 rooms, but the 2 rooms have more than 1 chest in them. So what's going on here? We've had 2 treasure rooms with only 1 chest. What does that mean? Good thing we have NPC Guillotine. So, although we found the same number of rooms, I don't think we found the same number of chests that we normally find on Earth 1 and 2. So I'm not going to just relieve yet. Yeah, see, now there's 3, and this has got to be the rest of the treasure. And it's not good. I'm going to keep the mage staff, but overall this was pretty garbage. But it is Earth Cave. What did you really expect? Bulls still have Stone Touch, which is one of the reasons I didn't want to come here early. And then at least from here on out, same map layout as usual. If it's not in Earth, we have to go to Marsh, man. Twitch is gonna be so happy. There's quite a few treasures on the 4th floor though, after we get past the vampire. The encounter rate continues to appall. Defense -5. Ah, another nerfed end game weapon. Now we can still use defense for the ruse at full power, but if you were thinking I was going to give the Massa back down to the ninja and give the defense to the fighter, you are in for a sad tale. We're getting real close to 100%, yeah. It seems like this happens every time I try to do a speed run randomizer. Oh, that's worth it. Alright, congratulations. The fighter now has protection from lightning, death, and poison and stone. It's better than nothing. At least I got the floater. After like 2 hours, it wasn't quite 2 hours, but we had to like clear almost everything with the ship before we got the canoe, and then you clear almost everything with the canoe before we got the floater. Because wasn't the crystal in a... No, the crystal was incentivized volcano, so it wasn't so bad. It could have been a loose crystal, and then a loose chime at the end here. Well, that's great. Alright, yeah. Alright, because the knight also has life too, both life casters are now status protected. Sounds pretty vanilla. This vampire is looking... He's got red hair, man, that's pretty evil. But, oh yeah, by the way, that was a boss. White shirt's good. That's gonna be better than the gold bracelet. Cool, we don't even need gold bracelets anymore. The gold bracelet, well, it would have been better armor than the black shirt, but it would take up an inventory slot for basically nothing. So we're much better protected. 2 ribbons, white shirt, black shirt, ice armor on the ninja. Oh, I meant to use the rod. Sorry. I used NPC guillotine accidentally. But I did have the rod, so it's fine. You can, you know, you can cheat. I'm not cheating. Come on, Earth, you can still pay out. Give me that chime. Flame +4. That's not bad either. For the ninja. So... like, the advantage right now is ice and fire protection. Opal 1 is better than Flame 4. How much difference does this make? 67... I don't know if 8 Absorb is actually worth losing that elemental protection. Because most of the damage we take tends to be from like magic, skills and magic, elemental damage. Physical damage hurts, but we're talking -8 damage or +8 damage by switching it out. And +8 damage per hit. So if you hit 10 times, that's 80 damage. But we're also going to take like half damage from ice attacks, which is... and potentially quarter damage too, the way the magic works. It's like you take half automatically by being protected from an element, and you have a much higher chance of the no crit. So you could potentially take 1/4 damage just by having the right element equipped. It's... dang it. It is generally... elemental protection is king. Given that we have a ribbon on the knight, I could probably just move the power glove up to the knight now. Like, we don't need all the pro rings anymore. At least, you just don't need to. You don't need to combo pro ring on a ribbon. Is all. If we'd found a katana +5 instead of the Massa, then we'd probably be planning on the ninja being the damage dealer. But the knight has a better strength growth and HP growth, so it's easier to keep them alive. The ninja, well, hit percent, technically he'll take the lead at some point. Maybe the minigame is not working on YouTube. Has anyone successfully answered a trivia game on the YouTube side? Or is it actually, like, busted? Four hits, 333, hero. I mean, it's just the Lich. 4 hits, 153, Cryptic takes him down. It might just be broken. Ah, that sucks. Well, that's another orb lit, but 2 hours, 9 minutes. I guess we're going to Marsh. I will have a look at the mini games after this. After we're done this one. There's trivia in YouTube. Well, the thing is, it might not be working right now, Jadis. When I copied the bot, because I have to have 2 different bots, one for Twitch, one for YouTube, even though they're the same, it seems like the scripts might not be working, although they're supposed to be on in both of them. It might have just defaulted to Twitch right now so that the YouTube scripts aren't working at all. Which is the Dice Gamble Trivia Minigame promotion party. It's going to be key lock, bottom right, chime, isn't it? It's just like the thief. He's got all the special commands, but they don't really work. I guess it's possible. We should do a betting minigame on which chest has the, it's like, the you know, the Legend of Zelda, like Link to the Past randomizers. What key is the, Ganon Tower big key in? What chest is the Ganon Tower big key in? Sure. Pretty much the end of the armor. Come on! Dang it! Some more armor. Fine, have a Pro Cape -2. Why not? Alright, well, there's only one direction left as far as I'm aware. If it's not down here, we've made a terrible, terrible mistake somewhere. And I know I did not incentivize Marsh. I unchecked it. So, if it's in the wizard chest, the crown chest, that is just bad RNG. Now it looks like gambling and dice is not working on Twitch side either. Who knows? I'll never understand it. Can Randomizer make a war mech into a common enemy? It depends on your settings. You can unleash war mech, or shuffle him. You can shuffle encounter zones. Usually you don't shuffle encounter zones, but you could. So you could just have a war mech show up outside of Corneria if that's what you want. And what is usually done is shuffle the spell and skill script. So the war mech's nuclear attack, his skill of nuclear, already could be shuffled to one of those bones, theoretically. Well, yeah, actually probably can't, but in theory, stuff like that can be shuffled around. You can find enemies with nuke, like imps with nuke. There are not very many chests left. But yeah, the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer is very customizable. We're done! I mean, we're gonna full clear it, but we can go mode. We can go mode it. 2 hour 12. We could be done in 2:30 something. But we're gonna full clear, because if we're gonna have to full clear anyway, we might as well practice. Well, how come Pixel can roll the dice? It's not subscriber-only minigames. I never would do that. Thornum and Pixel are gambling like crazy on Twitch. But it didn't work for Yayo. Maybe Yayo didn't have any points? If you go exclamation point points, Yayo, you might just not have had any points. I don't know. I thought you... On Twitch, what we'll probably end up doing is having the... I'm going to try to set it up so the points checking command just whispers it back to you, rather than telling everyone spamming the chat over and over again. But it doesn't need to be like that today, but just for later. Sadly, on YouTube, there's no option to whisper commands, so... Well, if you've got... Oh no, the number in your chat box is not connected, sadly. The Twitch points are different than the chatbot points. And as far as I know, there's still no way to connect them. Maybe one day. RoboCop 2 with nuke? What's the quote in RoboCop 2 with nuking? It's been a very long time since I watched any RoboCop. Okay, we're gonna go to Gaia first because I want to check those magic shops. At this point, we gotta check everything. Wait, I went too far south. I'll have to rename the Twitch points to something other than BlueAnkylo points. Because the Twitch points are kind of garbage. There's almost nothing you can do with them. I think the idea is that one day they will link them up. They'll make an API for programmers so that you can connect them. But for now, no bots can use them as far as I know. Well, let's save our money. But without being able to connect them to bots and stuff, the Twitch points are just... You can use them to change your emojis or whatever, your emotes. So, nuke. There it is. Level 8 nuke. Kind of vanilla. And what was the other one? Cure 4? There it is. Well, you know, we're almost at a high enough level to cast them. Oh, the drug... Oh, okay, okay. I vaguely recall. Orange Ankylos? We haven't fought Orange Ankylos yet. I'd nuke them if I could. See if we can brack them. No. But they go down easy enough anyway. Get out of here, Orange Ankylos. You know, I made my colored Ankylos before Final Fantasy Randomizer had sprite color shuffles. I actually did it myself before I ever saw any of these. Where'd my music go? Did I turn my own volume down? Yes. You guys could hear the music, but I managed to turn my headsets off. Sweet. Alright, let's continue. I saved it, right? Yeah. Now it's too loud. Come on. Okay, we're fine. Sorry, guys. A little bit of a break there, you know. We're gonna just keep checking chests. We're looking for an X-Cal. We're looking for ribbon number 3. A Bane Sword. We were talking about the Bane Sword early on. We got some nightmares and some okay mans. Ooh, vampires. Vampires attack. Harm them. They heard that we took down their brother down in Earth. I do kind of like that, you know, in Earth... back in Melmond. Hey, look, it's ribbon number 3. We're gonna say that goes... For now, on to Ethan. But it'll probably go to Cryptic for the end game. But ribbon protection, fire, ice protection, ribbon protection. If we get the dragon armor, then maybe I'll put the ribbon down here. But, you know, what's the chance of getting the dragon armor? Or the Xcal +2. Dragon sword, were sword, bad flame sword. It's like a candle sword. Should call it the lamp sword. -5. Okay, now technically this is a downgrade, but what we can do is move the Massa over here or here and just have more attacking DPS for now. But we're never going to use the Sun Swords. Defense Sword needs to be on whoever's taking down Chaos. Cool. Well, we found 2 of the items we're looking for. An extra ribbon and an Xcal. Good Massa, good Xcal, yeah. Well, given that defense was bad, sun was bad, fire sword, ice sword were bad, Vorpal and Katana were bad, the fact that 2 turned out good, I mean, you know, the RNG didn't completely hose us. I should save those warps. The warps are useful for getting all the treasure on the last floor, the Sky 3, I guess. But yeah, Xcal does bonus damage to most things, so although the stats look a little bit weaker, it's still real good. White Mage, hitting for 200 damage. Go, Jax. Alright, 10 chests in the less than greater than room. Garbage. 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 Less than the money. Not worth it. Garbage. 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 A little bit of money that we don't need. Alright, less than is definitely less than room. It could be greater than room or less than room. Today was less than room. You know, if you played some more Link to the Past randomizer, everyone always rates the Hype Cave out of 10. That's a 0 out of 10 less than room. Oh, by the way, we have required War Mech. Don't forget. We can get some War Mech hype as we get up. Might want to get some levels for that. Because of the whole nuclear. Or nuke, or inferno, or swirl, or whatever he gets. You know, our levels are looking good, but could always be higher. And seeing as we're full clearing, with the terrible loose chime placement. If we were speed running, once we got the chime, we would have just go moded the rest of the game, and that would have saved us like 10 minutes, but whatever, right? Gotta pump those numbers up for content. Good thing we have a cube. Alright, Bane Sword Chest. What do you have? We could kill some OK mans. I guess I'd like to know how much HP they have before we fight the OK man. If they roll high HP, they can be a real pain to deal with. Eyeball. Oh, they're pretty weak. If we find an eye trap tile, we kind of missed them all at this point, but that'd be real nice. Opal -2? Nah. There's, the only armor we could possibly pick up at this point would be dragon armor, I think. I think we've got everything else we want. Well, one more ribbon, and no, we've got 3 ribbons, so all that's left at all is like a dragon armor. If you find dragon armor +5, we're laughing, but we're already mostly laughing. It's a strong chuckle. A hearty chuckle. Also, lots of eyes up here. With a death attack? Squint is a death element. Well, I think it's death element, but it causes death anyway. It's not actually... we don't need a Zeus's Gauntlet anymore. It's not actually a vanilla skill for them, but it's suspiciously similar to the spells they have naturally, like Quad X and Rub And I think, do they have glare or something? I forget. If they're a giant eyeball, they should probably glare at you. That's a nice looking, that's a very azure Naga. I like it. That's a nice color mix for it. Okay, we're at level 25. We'll do the Asterix room. Some people call this the spider room, but they don't know how to count legs on spiders. Not to be offensive or anything, but spiders have 8 legs and a head, and they don't have any legs that go directly forward. So you would need like 4 legs on each side, and this is not quite right. Asterix makes way more sense to me. Evil Man. I believe the only vanilla enemy that has nuke in the vanilla game. Not counting bosses. Do we care about a Procate +2? Am I ever gonna use the black shirt? It's just a small amount of absorb. I mean, usually you want to put the Opal Bracelet on your white mage so they stay alive through the final dungeon. It might be worth going like this. Because you want someone that can use the free Invis too. Especially when your Invis 2 has a good slot with some other spell. Yeah, Evil Men have 8 strong magic spells, but nuke is not their first spell, so you very rarely ever see them cast it. But it's just a neat little factoid. Blue's full of neat little factoids. You can also hit Carry 1 anyway, the one in the volcano, with the Fear spell. And with a little bit of luck, she'll run away. It's difficult to do, but you can definitely do it. She's susceptible to status attacks, basically. And Fear does work. If you roll, there's an option, usually it's not enabled, but there's an option to randomize morale as well as the other stats. Like, typically we're randomizing between 50 to 250% for all stats except enemy morale. But if you turn shuffling morale as well, or randomizing morale, you could also get a potentially minimum morale chaos, and if you show up at a high enough level yourself, like a level 50 party, chaos could run from you and you win the game as well. That's a little bit harder to set up, but you can do it. But that's randomizer only. I believe in vanilla, chaos has so much morale that even a level 50 party has 0% chance of getting a run. There's a bit of a formula for the run chance. Yeah. 100%. It's been recorded. Someone's done it. It's not easy. The easiest way to do it would be to use like FF Hackster, hack your ROM, change the morale stat on Chaos, get to level 50, and then wait around for a while till he hopefully runs away. But you could get it randomly if you enable the flag. But normally people don't enable that flag, like I haven't. So I don't have randomized morale. We have standard running levels. Like, it's just a competition of their morale, enemy morale versus your party level. I think it's the highest character level in your party. Four absorb. It's 2 per... It's minus... Every -1 is 2 absorb and 1 evade, I believe. Basically, we throw away 4 absorb to have everyone... Yeah, we're gonna do that. Plus, the heal helmet gives us some of our absorb back that we just threw away. And... okay, yeah, things are getting a little tricky. Make no mistake. But this way, we have our maximum status protection we can get. Fighter is protected from fire, ice, lightning, death, stone, and poison, but not time, and not vanilla status. Like, there is a status element that's not covered by this. Ribbons, ribbons, ribbons. So everyone has as much possible status protection as you can get with 4 party members. So that's always kind of neat. And we still have 72 absorb, which is pretty vanilla anyway, so it's fine. Well, you'll never get any, I guess if the morale was 0, yeah, that would, everything would just run away. There are some people that like Phantasy Star. It's got a cult following there, Jadis. There's some of them in our streams, even. I get a fair number of callouts for some of the Phantasy Star music. Specifically, the Take Turns one from, I think, PS4. Look at that, Huzzle. See? Someone's calling out Phantasy Star right away. There's that hammer. So what if we go... now that we've got this amazing hammer that I never bought, let's hand me down the Massa to the Black Mage temporarily. Because that's actually, like, pretty good. It's just funny. Phantasy Star 3 and 4, I believe, are the ones people generally love. 1 is, like, dated, but started it off. Has some rough dungeons. 2 seems like most people are like, you can skip 2. And then 3 and 4 are good for different reasons. You're not alone. Don't worry, we'll get there, Pixel. We can have some You're Not Alone. Don't forget, there's a war mech coming. Yeah, 36 damage, Silver Hammer. We've got Excal, Katana, Thor's Hammer, and Massa. No Cat Claw this time around. Oh, we'll take a fight. No nukes. Just, chill them. That Excal's doing good work. Katana's getting there, actually. It's not the best katana we've ever had, but it's still a pretty good weapon. Ah, the old encounter rate on the Bridge of Destiny. Nice to know nothing's ever changed. Nachos are pretty strong. There's some spicy nachos. You can't just kill them instantly. Wow, they survived a full round. The crashes made it completely unplayable? Oh, that sucks. And there's a remake of PS1. Yeah, that tends to happen. Wow, nachos. What we should do is probably just put the Massa on the ninja or something. Because he's going to get a lot of swings as his level gets higher. And his katana... well, it's not bad. How's Hero versus Cryptic's damage looking? 4 hits, 430. 5 hits, 234. So the Excal's definitely winning right now. The Katana will get more crits, I believe. And Cryptic will get more swings at certain breakpoints. We're not doing that song right now. Wow! Every step practically has been nachos. Are you guys full of nachos yet? And they're very beefy. Look at the beef on these guys. Alright, here's... nope. Our Hydras. Sure. I just switched over to killing everything mode, I guess. Mucho nacho. Alright, so for an actual boss fight, we don't really want Massa on the Black Mage. We're gonna go Massa here. This is garbage. I believe. Alright, here we go. I am Warmech. Okay. How strong is Warmech? Five hits, 193. Not bad. He's got vanilla 1000 HP. Could be between 500 and 2500. 5 hits, 136. Hits for 274. He's not joking around. But that was our least armored character. Well, Ethan's dead. 10 hits, 514. Warmech not even really putting up much of a challenge. Down he goes. Picking on our poor Black Mage. That was 1 in 8 times 2. So that was a 1 in 64 chance that he got double smacked. Oh well. Next. Hi there, Tiamat. Can you put up a bigger fight than the last group? Four hits, 58 from the ninja. 5 hits, 524. I think Tiamat's going down, guys. 8 hits, 867 damage. The Massa continues to be the most overpowered weapon, as is tradition. Okay. I don't think we've actually ever had, since I started doing these random weapons, I don't think I've ever had a positive modifier Masamune. It's only +1. Imagine getting a Massa +5. Like, no, these guys must die. Red Ankylos, you're actually more like nuclear-looking Ankylos right now. Nuke 'em. How many heal potions have we got? Enough. Alright, we full cleared. The black chocobo location apparently is just the Sky Castle adamant chest. So what we're gonna do, just for fun, we're gonna use 10 houses. We're gonna build up a little neighborhood outside of Temple of Fiends, seeing as you just leave them on the ground after you use them. Now we can use heal potions quicker. Because we're really speedrunning, you just didn't know it. White D's. Now, just for fairness, I think the Xcal 2 is better than the Katana -3 right now. So we'll give Cryptic the Massa. Boy, he gets a lot of swings on that. If he can get past 128 plus 32 is 160. He's probably, if he can get to 192, he gets another swing, but it's difficult for him. Mind you, at this point, who's doing more damage? 5 hits, 484 versus 6 hits, 864. Okay, Cryptic gets the Massa for a while. That's some pretty good damage. Bet you never seen a ninja swing like that. Just in vanilla, they have such bad hit rate growth. They never get high number of swings like this. So it's kind of nice with the fixes. Ooh, unrunnable green dragons. At this point, we're kind of at the phase where the knight and the ninja are going to way out DPS the mages. Although, that was that silver hammer +5. Hitting pretty hard. You know which way the ninja swings? Massa-wise. I'm not fighting the OK Man. They could be real bad. We haven't really seen their script or anything, and yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Okay, the green dragons weren't very green, I'll admit it. Have we missed any chests? I think at this point, we've checked every single chest, so there you go. Validation. Another 100% seed. See you later, Kumba Joe. Thanks for hanging out. I would expect at this point we will probably crush Chaos and his final fiends, but you never know. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Frost Giants have a lot of defense. Or not defense, HP. They might not be the worst. They might not be the best targets for a little bit of extra grinding. Bane would maybe have been a better choice, just because it might have killed them. But you can't withstand the onslaught. So the reason we're going for levels here at all, getting some kills, is really just to build up our HP. I'm expecting some nasty nukes and nuclears, and our actual Black Mage Ninja HP is kind of poor. Now, we've got Life 2 charges and everything, which is good. But it would be nice, for instance, to have our White Wizard, Jax, actually surpass 400 HP. Because nuke max rolls 400. And we know there's 3 nukes in the boss pool. We've looked it up. Defense, HP, what's the difference? Well, that's true. So Jax is... everyone's over 400 except Ethan. Interesting. Maybe levels don't matter much at this point. Everyone's got ribbons. The worst is just nuke. Like, nothing else is going to be that bad. Gotta go fast. Are we going to go do the massive chest at the end of Eric? At the end of Tia's floor? Just for fun. Some people still don't know where all the secret fire floor chests are. Don't you look at me, Earth. The Earth is staring at us. This is rude. The green Medusas aren't terribly green, Jadis. Technodrome. Ooh. I'll probably remove the Ninja Turtle soundtrack. Hasn't been a huge success for me. Alright, we're expecting a Lich Nuke in vanilla terms. Ooh, that's a neat looking Lich. I like it. Orange bones, purple sort of billowy robe. It pulls out a Lit too. Not as powerful as usual. 6 hits, 229 from Cryptic. 5 hits, 394. Lich 2 is disintegrated. Come on, where's my Fantasy Star music? I guess we get an intermission to kill some Grey Worms. Even the Grey Worms are squinting at us. That's more than one enemy squinting, so... There is a thing that's called, in the randomizer community, if you're watching the tournaments or anything, the Medusa script. So, there is there's an enemy in the vanilla game called a Medusa that has a set of abilities. I forget what all the skills are, but they've got the same skill 4 times in a row, I believe. When things get shuffled, they can be shuffled around, and therefore you could find 4 enemies with that skill. So, it's called the Medusa script, I believe, because one random skill can get shuffled to that spot, and then everyone's got it. Suddenly, it seems like everywhere in the game you're running into those same abilities. We've got 5 fast. Sure, we'll go 1 here. Another Lightning 2 first round. Boy, these fiends are not giving us much danger. 9 hits, 495. Alright, Sewer Surfing is a good enough song. We gotta listen to this one. But yeah, first 2 revisited fiends started with the weakest spell in the boss spell pool, Lightning 2. Not counting, like, Ink. So that just means all the dangerous stuff is saved for Tiamat, Kraken, and Chaos. Oh, it's nice that we got our long run on this floor. This floor can be a real pain with the encounter rate. Ah, unrunnable. We've got enough life twos. These guys have some nasty spells. They got Cremate and something else. I forget. I think they have Stun Touch. One of them has Stun Touch. Alright. So, Kraken strat. Let's see. They could have 250%. It could be really bad. Goal here is to keep, at the very least, the knight alive. Let's see how well Cryptic can hit. And we don't have a, oh yeah, we've got the white shirt. Okay. We'll go evasion stack. We got the fast off, that's great. Kraken starts with the other worst skill in this plot. Lightning 2, Ink for first round fiends. Very, very gentle. Katana hits for not very much. It's quite likely Kraken has some buffed absorb. Gotta save these fast for the end game. Try Bracken the Kraken. We don't have a lot of locks. Pizza time. Also, hello there, Jasmine. Well, last chaos we had was double nuke right at the beginning, so it was pretty brutal. It could have really low HP. Let's throw one temper on the massive fighter. And keep going in Viz. And we'll swing. 1 damage. Ooh. 8 hits, 469. That's good enough. Temper will be enough. Blaze it! Kraken comes out with a little bit more dangerous skill. Not too bad, though. Still no physical attacks. Bane them. So that Power Glove is not really doing a whole lot over here. I might want to put it on the knight by the end. 5 hits, 324. Still not amazing. Kraken's got a fair bit of evasion and armor, because we should be hitting it like 10 times. Oof, Ethan takes a hit finally, goes down. Oh, Cryptic got the crits. 253 damage. Well, Ethan, you did your job. Really, the Black Wizard's job on these final fiends is usually just to get a fast off and then die, so, no surprise there. Alright, 2 more. Can we sub 3 hours? Level up's no longer in sync. Ah, that's true. It happened back on the War Mech. Ethan got smacked by the War Mech, so we'd have to go way back. We got lots of heal potions. Everyone's maxed. We're gonna do the same basic strat here, but now we're trading the Massa down to hero. And although this doesn't give him... This hero will no longer have death status protection. Yeah, okay, that's the time. Cryptic is less important. Sorry, Cryptic. Hero's got to stay alive. If there's going to be problems, we need that. Desync levels unsubbed. Oh, we better... Okay, so how about Pixel? If we wipe everyone's Ankylo points so everyone's synced up at 0, would that work? That's what we need, right? Fast. Hey there, Blood Angel. There's not a lot for my ninja to do. Maybe I should have given the ninja the white shirt to use some free... Let's just take a swing, see what happens. Do we have a wall on anyone? I forget what slot wall landed on. Wall would be nice now, just to keep the ninja alive if you get zapped, but... I don't know how tough Tia will be, we'll see. And I will at least do 1 turn of defense, just in case. 5 hits, 174. Oh. Tia is not hitting very hard. Lots of strikes, but not a lot of damage. So we should be fine. I'm just saving everything for the Chaos fight now. Yeah, 2 hits, 40 damage on Ethan, that's nothing. On the Black Mage with no defense. 5 hits, 137, that's not much. Do another white shirt. I think maybe a power bonk. Because we didn't hit very hard. Maybe what I should do is put some lock on. Lower Tia's evasion a little bit. Because 5 hits is a lot less than, 10. We've got a few charges. We can do like 2 here. See if this helps a little bit. We got power bonked. 10 hits, 470. Okay, well. Who knows why we missed 5 of them last time. So far, Tia hasn't really done much, though. Throw a temper down there. Ten hits, 315. Definitely not getting a lot of damage through, but I think we'll be okay at this point. One more white shirt. One more white shirt, please. Hey there, T-Dogs. 10 hits, 477. Yeah, we're doing lots of damage. Tia's mostly doing physical attacks for very low damage. And, we're pretty close to the evasion cap now, so it should be okay. Time to win. 5 hits, 5 damage. Nice. 10 hits, 636 damage. Ooh, Tia is strong. So, Tia can have, I think, 1,200 in vanilla, if I remember correctly. And there we go. 10 hits, 512. Hero takes him down. So it could have been between 600 and a lot. 3,000? Something like that. But we are ready for the final battle. Do a little healing if we need it. We've still not seen any nukes, any nuclears. We didn't have to use any of our white magic, really. We got all our Cure 4s, we got everything. Ooh, Chaos is angry. Alright, first set. Make sure you get that fast off in case you get killed. Second, honestly, we're just gonna temper the fighter and get that evasion up. 1 stack of evasion in case he hits super hard. 2 hits, 273. Definitely singling out the fighter right away, knowing who the danger is. Evasion stack starting to go up. Let's do a lock and a temper. We're going to kind of alternate locks and tempers while we buff up a little bit more. Hero. Maybe I should have... Actually, what I'm going to do is throw a heal potion on him. Because if a nuke does max damage at 400, he dies, and then we probably lose. Sabered up. Punch Cryptic for 220. I told you, Pixel. I'll look at it soon. We're on the final boss. Just give me a second. Alright, we're gonna take a swing at him and see if we miss a lot. If we miss a lot, we will switch to locks rather than tempers. Ten hits, 444. We're looking good. No need to drop his evasion. Chaos takes out a fire 3. Still no nukes. Let's just max him out. Throw down some more white shirt. Chaos hits pretty hard, so evade it up. 10 hits, 1,000 damage, chaos, and really the majority of the final fiends not putting up much of a fight today. Time is somewhere around here, if my keyboard would work. There we go. And we have victory with small characters. The mini games on chat not working because all the characters got minied. BlueAnkylo bot can't handle it. The mini games are in the video. They're not in the chat bot. It's the mini game. Anyway, you should figure out a way to convert Twitch points to bot points. If there was a way, I would do it, but it is literally impossible, Blood Angel. You need to tell Twitch, give Twitch your feedback that their channel points are not integrated into any of the chat bots, and make them change that. Because the Twitch channel points, I have no control over and cannot do anything with. So, if you would like their points to be used in the bot for the bot games, that's what you need to do. You thought the channel was all about gambling with some odd streaming on the side? Well, I don't know why it's not working. I mean, I have an idea, but I don't know for sure why. Alright, well, future tubers, that was our run. 2 hours, 53 minutes, basically 100% clear. We just got a little bit hosed by some of the progression turn-ins, but it was a fun little run, nothing crazy. And we got to show off one of my new sprite sets, right? I can do it manually. I can't change your Twitch points, though. Like, in the Twitch channel points, I cannot use them. I can't take them from you. So I don't even know how, like, you'd have to just waste them all, and I'd have to just trust you. I don't know. You just have to waste them all. Make an option to waste them, and then I just have to add the points into the bot. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain in the... Spend X to get a reward. But it needs to keep track of it. Like, right now, if it just shows up once in the chat, I'm never gonna remember. Like... If I made an option to just throw your points away, how am I gonna know later on to try to redeem those points in the chat bot later on? I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point. But for now, that's all. We're talking, you know, live stream stuff. Future tubers, don't worry about it. You guys don't need to worry about chat minigames. Unless you want to come to a live stream. Then you'll need to worry about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.